Josh, can you introduce yourself, your name, business name, and where are you located at?
My name is Josh Avila. I am the owner of Coastal Canine Academy out of Hampton Roads, Virginia. So I'm in Virginia Beach.
Nice, nice. And what type of dog training do you specialize in?
So we specialize in on leash, off leash, typical house pets behaviors for owners. So
Hmm.
super,
Nice,
super simple.
nice. How long have you been in business?
So we have been in business since 2020.
Hmm. Nice, nice. And what were your, biggest struggles before joining the program or joining Canine?
So before signing up, I would say just kind of winging things on the
Hmm.
business side. Get the dog side, the training aspect of what we do.
Hmm.
Um, Pretty easy. But the business side is like the business ownership, ad aspects, like understanding what you're doing as opposed to just trusting somebody that you don't know, so
Hmm.
to say, in the sales side. So
Hmm.
for us, it's been a big help in terms of setting like SOP, getting SOPs in place where there's that
Hmm.
structure, so there's no like questions.
Hmm.
It's these are the rules. It's on paper. This is how we got to go about doing things, and then just having that help, right? Like
Hmm.
in our reality, I feel like you guys are like my business partner, even though we're not like officially business partners,
Hmm.
right? Uh, so, and that's how it comes across, and I think that's what makes this work.
Hmm.
I got questions, I have problems. All I got to do is just hit you up, send you guys a message like, hey, this is an issue. What can I do?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
hey, this is what's going on. How can we take care of it? And it's not, oh, it's Friday, bro. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you Monday. It's none of that. It's on the spot for the most part. Once it's at least received and noticed that hey, there's a problem going on. So
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah. So like honestly, before that, like the biggest problem was just having that structure for
Hmm.
us. I think so.
Nice, nice, nice. And then how are you, how are you trying to get leads and clients before us?
So we were with a different ad agency at the time before I
Hmm.
joined in, and we originally had started off just running Facebook ads, and
Hmm.
then we switched from Facebook to doing Facebook and Google,
Hmm.
and then we switched from Facebook and Google to just strictly Google.
Hmm.
So ads were coming in. I just didn't feel like enough ads were coming in for the amount of ad spend at the time that I was running. Uh,
Hmm.
we all know how it goes in the ad game. Like people are interested, people will send you their information, but then you get 100 people that fill out, give you their information. 30 of them might answer the phone or show up when you talk to them, if that. So
Hmm.
so for me, I just felt like for the amount of money I was throwing, there wasn't enough. The numbers weren't there. So like, yeah, leads were coming in, but they weren't to that like level of how many. So I felt they were just too few in all reality. So I started, talking to my mentor about it, and he was
Hmm.
asking what I felt the biggest issue I was having at that moment was. And for me at the time, and it might have been the right thing, it might have been the wrong thing. For me, I felt it was like the amount of ads, leads that were coming in through the ads themselves.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so then he told me he had a solution for that.
Hmm.
Introduced me to you, and here we are, a year and some change later, right? So can't complain. That the number of leads coming in a month has probably doubled.
Nice.
So definitely no complaints in terms of leads at the moment.
Nice. Yeah, I remember, once we got your ads live, you just kept texting me. And you're like, bro, I just
Bro,
gotta,
that
bro.
first 24 hours was wild. That first 20, literally, I think we were like, what, 5 leads short, maybe in 24 hours than what I
Uh-huh.
was used to getting a month at the
Yeah, yeah.
time, you know? So, I mean, of course, different, a little bit of a different game. That was just Google, and that's kind of how Google operates. But
Yeah, yeah.
even like when we were running the Facebook stuff, like we weren't getting this many leads a month.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
that first day was crazy. I think
No.
first hour, I think I know I remember messaging you like saying like, bro, we're at like 15 within the first like 3 hours. Like it was
Trust me,
Oh,
you were not the only one hyped. I was like, yo, let's go,
yeah,
let's
I know,
go.
man. Like it was wild. It was wild. A whole lot of leads came in that first month, and then I brought in different problems.
Good problems to have.
Yes, no, it was kind of well, good and bad, right?
Hmm.
Good because it cost bad because it cost me more money, but good because it started the structure,
Hmm.
to say the least.
Hmm.
When the amount of leads that it came in, and I message you like, bro, I'm not even talking to 99% of the people that are reaching out because I can't.
Hmm.
I can't speak to that many people. So
Yeah,
so yeah, it definitely big domino effect. Who would have thought?
yeah.
Who would have thought that something changes something along the lines? You know, it was wild.
Now look at you, man. You got your own team now.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
But
Got to get out of the own head. Uh, take action, right?
yep, yep. Nice, nice. And then what part of our system made like the biggest difference in your business?
So I would say honestly, it's just setting up that structure aspect. So like going through the training that you
Hmm.
guys provide. So the sales training, I mean, it's top notch in all reality. 5-1, 5-2.
Hmm.
It's so many nuggets
Hmm.
in there. It's wild, right? Um,
Hmm.
but just like even outside of that, like I would have never like SOP, like bro, I'm not in the military. Like we're not in the military, we're not in law enforcement. SOPs exist outside of that. Uh,
Yeah.
so like I would have never in a million years would I've actually put stuff on paper in terms
Hmm.
of that. Like it would have been like a verbal, hey, this is how we do things, and that's about it. You either like it or
Hmm.
you don't. Where helping to guide how to actually run a business itself and not just be somebody that owns a name and just works all the time, so to say.
Yeah.
So like the coaching aspect of bringing all of it together to run something smoothly and not just be a hot fire. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's absolutely amazing in terms of that. Like the help is there. I don't have to figure it out if I don't know. I don't know, like the community, somebody will know. All I gotta do is
Hmm.
just reach out to you, like, hey, I honestly don't know what I'm doing in this. You have any ideas? And it might be, well, I have no idea what you should be doing in that situation either, but let me go ask someone else, right? Like we figure it out. So it's literally like I said earlier, it feels like we're business partners.
Hmm.
I feel like you have just as much invested in my name brand as I do. Where
Hmm.
I mean, in all reality, you don't outside of just being the person that provides the leads for us. Uh, on the simple level of it. But
Yeah, yeah.
we all know like everyone that's joined up with you and is stuck around, like everyone they get it. Like they see the vision, they know you're there. And they
Hmm.
know like if they have questions, problems, whatever it may be, like they can reach out and you may not have the immediate answer, but you'll do everything you can to help find the right answer for it. So
Hmm. Nice, nice. Yeah, I was funny that you say that just because I was one of the common themes that I keep hearing when I'm doing these kind of, like interviews is the word like partnership. And they're like, yeah, it's more like you guys are more than just like an agency. Like I personally don't even like the name agency, just because I feel like we provide more than just leads. I think leads is only a fraction of it,
mhm.
but everyone's saying that, yeah, it's more like a partnership. Like, we're working together, we make things happen, and it's not like a one-way communication, it's like a two-way communication and just, working together to achieve a goal.
Yeah, it's 100% facts.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
you're an agency because you're an agency, but that's not what you do. Like
Yeah.
the more personal level to it. So
Hmm. Nice. Nice, nice. And then how's how has the communication and support been from, our team? Not just me, but like in general, like the team.
I think it's top notch.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think you guys reach out more than I reach out. Oh, like in all reality, you guys reach out to me more than I reach out to you guys. Like that's like
Yeah.
it's the truth.
Mhm.
It legitimately is the truth. You literally your team is they're good. They're very good. They care. You know, it's
Mhm.
not just like they're calling you just to call you. Like it's not like like you're working with someone and you can tell they're just calling you because you're on the list to call that day, just to
Mhm.
check in, so to say. Where it's nowhere close to being that. It's literally whether it's you guys are dealing with a problem for me, or possibly you guys have a question for someone else.
Mhm.
And you're like, hey, let us reach out to, Josh might have an idea, you know.
Mhm.
So, so yeah, no complaints whatsoever. The community
Nice.
aspect of what you guys provide is fantastic. And
Mhm.
then it's not like I just deal with one person. So it's not like I'm dealing with just, whoever it was that I talked to initially to get set up. Like I'm dealing with your actual whole team for the most part.
Mhm.
At least once a week, I hear from somebody different from your team about whatever it may be. Whether, whoever it may or may not be. I never
Mhm.
know with the number. I don't know who it is.
Oh yeah. Nice, nice. And then can you what are your thoughts on the community? Because that's another,
Man, so that's
common theme.
probably one of the things that's overlooked,
Hmm.
that people don't really consider uh,
Hmm.
when dealing with going to an ad agency or something, anything along that line.
Hmm.
It's the inside community, and it's funny because they say that where we don't really think about it, but we actually do it ourselves for our business.
Hmm.
Like we have the community when you become a client. Uh,
Hmm.
so just getting ideas from each other through like the masterminds that you guys put on for us. It's
Hmm.
it's crazy. Like I think the other day, what was it? Was it Tuesday? I
Hmm.
think it was Tuesday where somebody was really excited about an event that they had that they were putting like going to be doing like a tent and stuff like that, and it was the first one they were going to be doing, and they were like not nervous but excited nervous, so to say.
Hmm.
And a few of us were dropping little like dimes for them like that have done them in the past, like hey, make sure you do like try XYZ or whatever the case may
Hmm.
be, and just little tips, and like the way they took it in, it was like I would have never thought about that. And even like season people that have been doing it for way longer than like me, for an example.
Hmm.
One of your other clients, they've been in the game a lot longer than I have. We were talking about something, and I think I dropped a little nugget. Just for me, it was normal because I've been doing it that way anytime forever. Where other people had never thought of doing that specific thing, and they were like, "That is genius." And it's like, bro, it's such a stupid little simple trick. Like it's such a simple little trick, but it's genius.
Hmm.
Like, and everyone like giving kudos, or even like we have competitors. I have someone you're working with that lives 10 minutes down the road, and like we give like everyone just gives each other ideas or hype. Like,
Hmm.
think about it as business owners.
Yeah.
How often are you on your own, in your own mind, like stressed over a bad review, or you made a mistake with a client, whatever it may be, and you owned it, but you're like, man, it's eating you, or like whatever it may be, or you have this really big win, but nobody really understands it from the
Hmm.
business aspect. So now we have a community of like-minded business owners
Hmm.
that are throwing you that kudos, or like I mean, I'll use myself as an example. Like we're doing pretty good numbers this month, like absolutely insane, right?
Hmm.
And like when we were talking to the mastermind and everyone's like saying their wins and stuff, and like you asked me what my win was, like you had already knew, but you asked, so I put it out there, and it's big. Like in my like I know as a normal person, I know that's phenomenal, but as
Hmm.
like the business owner itself, it's like it's not enough, it's not good enough.
Hmm.
Where other individuals that are part of the community that may not be doing that type of revenue at the moment yet, that are working their way up there, they're like, holy crap, like that's absolutely freaking amazing, right? But it's coming like so just that like togetherness and working each other up and like pushing each other on, it gives you more motivation. So you're not just holding those wins, those losses to yourself. You have other people that are going through similar situations
Hmm.
that you can actually share it with, and that they get it. And it's not judging, like no
Hmm.
one's judging each other.
Yeah.
So it's like that AA meeting, so to say, right?
Yeah.
So like no, the community is fantastic. I think it's completely overlooked on the benefit that it brings out there, and then even just like and that's just on that aspect of that, but like coming up with ideas. So like if
Mm-hmm.
you're struggling with whether it's like somebody might really be really good at social media,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm old now, right? So me and social media don't like each other. But some of the younger clientele you have that love social media stuff, they're great with the content, like with the content
Mm-hmm.
ideas of what to do, how to do something, what you can use to shoot something.
Mm-hmm.
And they give us old guys us old guys and gals the ideas. And it's like, all right, cool, I'll try that. Right? I would have never in a million years thought about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's absolutely awesome. I have constantly I have people reaching out from the community.
Mm-hmm.
They'll message me in school or they'll send me a text or whatever the case may be, asking if they can, pick my brain for a moment or vice versa.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everyone it's active, right? It's super super active and it's awesome.
Yeah.
People just sharing their experiences, sharing their wins, asking for advice, updating programs, like whatever it may be.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no, it's a big thing. Yeah, it's definitely a big point.
No, no, I agree. I agree. Like for me, I look forward to Tuesdays because I mean, in Tuesday you just used to be like marketing masterminds, but then like one day I was just not feeling well at all, and I would just like I don't know what will happen that day, but like I just couldn't really like present because I wasn't feeling well. I'm like I'm just gonna have a Q&A and have people ask me questions, and not a single person asked me anything that time, and it was more towards like the peers, and that just opened up my mind, and I'm just like whoa, and then like after talking to a lot of people, like they're telling me my favorite things like is those Tuesday masterminds. It's like, or like those Q&As or just kind of those hangout to the point where like, hey, can we have like a drink and hang out and just like and they look forward to that too. And that for me that opened up my eyes because I'm like it was like at that moment when like I knew I had a community, but it was that moment hearing it from like people and confirming it that it was like damn, like people do look forward to this and they take advantage of this and like they get a lot of like gold nuggets. I myself, like learned so much during those like those Q&As, masterminds in the community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Tuesdays are great.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Tuesday they be a little off the hinge sometimes, but that's dog trainers for you.
It's always a good time. It's always a good time.
Oh
Oh.
God, like no, even that one day we're in the middle of it, I had to text you like, yo. Oh goodness, no, but it's a good time. It's definitely a good time.
Oh.
So, but it's cool like seeing everybody like happy, relaxed, winning. Like even like when
Hmm.
they're not, so to say, when they're having a bad day,
Hmm.
they come in there and it brightens it up. Like
Hmm.
for whatever reason it may be, whether it's just being able to get stuff off their chest or what, but it brings like
Hmm.
you can see like the genuine like excitement when people are in there. So
Hmm. Nice.
yeah, it's a
Nice.
good time.
Nice. I love it. I love it. No, it is. It is. And then, what kind of, revenue or sales growth have you seen since joining?
We've probably, I mean, we've at least doubled since I
Hmm.
started with you guys. So we've been a little over a year. August was, I think, a year.
Hmm.
Well, July 31st to be exact, right? All right.
I
So,
guess.
but we didn't launch until like what the 4th or 5th of August or whatever it was at the
Hmm.
time, however long it takes you guys to get everything rolling.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but yeah, so we've done well. I went from doing like a little over 200,000 a year in revenue. Well, not, yeah. And, in total sales
Hmm.
to goodness, we're just under 500,000
Hmm.
since I've been with you. So
Hmm.
I think it's working.
Nice. I think so
And
too.
a
I
lot of
think
things
so
have come into
too.
play. Like a lot of things have definitely come into play and like making some changes and
Hmm.
like originally my mind wasn't to be doing those type of numbers.
Yeah.
My original thought process when I first started was like I just want to, do like $10,000 to $12,000 a month,
Hmm.
to be able to live a pretty decent life. And Now, if we're only doing 10 or 12,000 a month, we're gonna have to find a new ad agency.
I think we're pretty safe. You made what, 30
Yeah, we're
K in the
good.
first in the first
In the
week.
first 5 days, yeah, that's bro, it's wild. I'm so cheap. Me and my sales manager are cheesing. Like we're cheesing hardcore over it. It's wild. Never in a million years.
Mhm.
Never thought that.
Yeah.
Never thought that. I was like, holy moly. Like, but what's the difference? Like, what's the difference from what we've been doing? Nothing.
Hmm.
The only difference there's been now is getting the building.
Hmm.
That's the only difference at the moment.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, I'm like, is like having that building, is that what making it more real for clients when they come meet us? Like, is
Hmm.
it making it more real where it makes it us where we become more legitimate in their eyes?
Hmm.
I
And all
don't
the time
know.
you save
Only
too.
time will tell, right? Only time will tell. But I'll tell you what, we've been in here 3 weeks, and it's been a fun 3 weeks.
Yeah. No, that's wild. I mean, what has been your biggest month? Because I feel like you're about to you may break that this month.
We better break it at this point. At this point, we better break it.
Hmm.
The best month we've had in cash collected was like 50. I think it was either 54 or 56 was the best month we had in cash collected for the month.
Hmm.
But that's also that like that included like payment plans and stuff like that for people.
Yeah.
So if I were to, I mean, if I take it like off the top of the head guess, I would say in sales for that month we probably did 70-ish, probably.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I never looked at it that way. For me, I always just process stuff as what do we collect?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, same here, same
Like what do we like? That's what we do. Like it's collected or it's not there. So
here. Hmm.
so like yeah, but it's like and honestly, before this, would have never knew. Like, what's the difference between total sales and cash collected?
Hmm.
Like, is that why is that a different number? Why does total sales matter? Where before I didn't care about total sales. Like all I'm worried about is collected, what was brought in, and we can be able to pay
Yeah,
bills.
yeah, I
That's the only
agree.
number that matters. So like getting those things and actually understanding the difference. Uh,
Hmm.
so coaching,
Wow.
man, coaching.
Well, it is a never-ending pursuit of just learning and gaining knowledge and just.
Yeah, no, gotta be. And that's just on the business side. Like that's not even talking about the coaching for like the actual physical training side.
Hmm.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
So, but
Nice.
it's a good group of people that you got with you. So,
Yeah, dude,
yeah.
I've been blessed to have like a good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put an X on my area though. Like that's it. No more. No other trainers allowed in your company.
Dude,
Exclusive.
no, dude, this is what I'm gonna do for you, bro. When I target all United States, I'm just gonna exclude your area.
Exactly.
That way people
Yeah.
don't see that.
Facts. Like now he's taken, bro. We're in a long term committed relationship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm just gonna do that, but I think that's gonna be the solution. Because my sales team, they're like, I was like, no, it's, they'll try to
Bro,
clean that
I had
up,
a
but
that one day they reached out to me and I was like, "Is that my area?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Bro, for real?"
oh, that's
I was like,
funny.
"You overcooking the grits right now. You overcooked the grits." I'm done this one. I normally don't care. I don't mind. I'm always there to help out, but I ain't helping out on this one.
Yeah, dude, I do not blame you. Like, if I would have known, I'm like, dude, don't give him the job. Don't give him.
It was hilarious. I was just an honest little mishap. It happens. I won't mad at it, but I was like, yeah, I can't do that, man. You have to give with somebody else's number.
I think that's just gonna be the solution, bro. I didn't think about it until right now. I'm just gonna exclude that area and dude, bam. That means you're not gonna be able to see my new ads anymore, So.
Oh man, I always see your ads. I follow you. I stalk you. You and Keith, man. I'm not even trying to see Keith stuff, and I be seeing Keith stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh
Oh,
goodness, a little
all right.
trio, man, between you, Keith, and Mike, man. Forever seeing it, forever popping on. I'm not even looking. Why am I see this stuff on? Like, good, I
Dude,
get it. I love it.
dude, my
Congratulations.
dude, my advertising skills are too good, man.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad. Trust me, I ain't mad at it. We happy.
Nice, nice. All right,
Heck
Jen,
yeah.
I got three more questions for you. It's one of them is like if another dog trainer is on the fence about working with us, like what would you tell them?
Do whatever you got to do to make it work.
Hmm.
It is completely worth the investment that they're going to be asking you for in all reality.
Hmm.
Because we all know you want it, right? Well,
Hmm.
you need it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have scheduled the call or be looking at, you know, the ad that you happen to have or whatever the case may be. Like whatever,
Yeah.
wherever they're at in the pipeline, so to say, right?
Hmm.
The we all look at it number wise. Yes, it's going to be an initial investment cost that you're going to be like, holy crap, how can I do this?
Hmm.
Figure it out. It'll take care of itself within the first week or 2 weeks, as long as you follow the program that they set for you and you do what's asked.
Hmm.
They're going to hold your hand. They're going to walk you across the street, but you got to take those final steps. And if you trust it, you trust their process, and you listen, and you actually do what they ask of you, and you do the training, it's completely worth it alone. 5.1, 5.2 is worth more than what they're gonna have. It's worth more.
Hmm.
It's worth more by itself, like than what you asked for.
Yeah.
So if you give them you do what they ask, and you communicate with them, you'll be all right. You
Yeah.
won't regret it. But it does take work.
No,
You just got to put that work in.
that is 100% true. Like, it's like I tell
Just
this
like
story.
just like us. It's just like us with training dogs,
Hmm.
right? It doesn't matter what we do with the dog. If when the dog is home, you're not going to follow through and do
Hmm.
as we ask you to do and coach you.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
No,
but yeah,
I agree with you because just because like one of the stories that I've been telling right now, it's like I have two trainers. They're in the same area, running similar ads, similar funnels. Like, one of them is getting like a 20 plus ROAS, so like return on ad spend, while the other one's complaining that the leads are not good. And the difference between both of them is that the one was that is getting the 20x ROAS is showing up to the masterminds, are asking questions, studies 5.1 and 5.2, while the other one says, I don't need any sales training because I'm already good at selling. And I've been in the game for a while. While the other one's been in business for like less than a year. The other one's been in business for 5 plus years. It's like that right there is like, what happens when you follow the systems and you do what, you're open-minded, don't let ego get in the way. And then, like,
that's the word right there, though. You hit the
mhm,
word, bro. Ego. That's all that
ego.
is.
Hmm.
It's ego.
Hmm.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You're either going to let it downplay it, or you're going to run with it. So like,
Hmm.
if you're coming to the masterminds and there's what I think each mastermind, there's usually at least 20 of us in there for
Hmm.
the most part. Sometimes a little less, most of the time more, or whatever the case
Hmm.
may be. If
Hmm.
there's 20 people in there praising, hey, I'm having a record week, or I had a record month, or hey, we haven't even launched yet, but we haven't even really officially launched yet, but I've been implementing the training that you guys have already given me before the launch date, and I've already seen improvements. Like, hello.
Some people make their money back before the ads
Yeah,
are even
yeah,
done.
before I did.
Yeah.
I did, and I would like, and in all reality, like I'm not even gonna lie, I was skeptical at first. Like I did it
Hmm.
because I trusted my mentor,
Hmm.
but I still kept the old ad agency I had. Like I probably kept them on for way longer than what I should, but because I procrastinate a little bit, and in
Hmm.
terms of cancellation of things. By the time I went to cancel it, it was, oh yeah, you can cancel, but we still got to run it for the next month or whatever the case, because it was part of the contract. so,
Uh-huh.
so like I think the first like I want to say like the first 4 months, 5 months, I was dropping over 10,000 in advertising
Hmm.
because I kept what they were charging me and what I was spending on ad spend with them for Google, because I didn't want to get rid of it and then us not work, you
Yeah.
know. originally. So like the first few, like whoa, they were there. Now I never checked that CRM, like, like I really wasn't checking it like that because we were, we were killing it on our side. But I literally forgot to cancel it in all
Mhm.
reality, and I was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute here. No wonder I've been complaining about where's this extra money going? Duh. So yeah, well that's in the past. It don't even matter anymore. But yeah,
Nice, nice.
so like I was skeptical at first and didn't want to like like I was in, but I wasn't like 100 in at first. And
Mhm.
then, I mean, after the first month when we had that conversation of like I'm not talking to you about, to these leads because I can't. There's too many. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. So yeah, that went out the window really, really, really quick. So I like literally we weren't. I don't even think we were launched. We weren't even launched 24 hours when I had that first sale.
Mhm. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you follow the system. That was which was gonna go to my next question because I mean I think you just pretty much answered it, but it's like, why do you think, canine conversions work for people and not for others?
So if it's not what I can't speak on everybody. If it's
Hmm.
not working for someone specifically, if at least from my experience, I'm going to say they're not following the guidance that they're given. Uh,
Hmm.
they're something's missing.
Hmm.
Whether it's they're not contacting the leads specifically, which is super important. Like, or if they are contacting leads, they're waiting way too long
Hmm.
to come in. Like, think about it. Like think about it as you as a consumer. If you're looking for something specifically, you find something, you try to call that person, they don't answer. What's going to happen? You're moving on to
Hmm.
the next. You're going down the line. All right,
Yeah.
you're going to go to the next one and the next one and the next one. So for me, it's either there. For me, I just feel like the people that it's not working for aren't aren't following through. So they're not calling the lead as soon as it comes through, right? Or within the first
Mhm.
5-10 minutes. Uh,
Yeah.
it's important, right? Or what? I don't know. I don't. I can't see it not working. Like
Yeah.
if they're doing what they should be doing for the sales side of things, it should be working uh,
Hmm.
for people. So if it's not, I would say they're probably not contacting the potential client,
Yeah.
or if they are contacting them, they're waiting way too long to reach out to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which it happens. Like we're all human. Like we're human. It is what it is. Or if they are contacting them and they don't answer, like so, if the lead comes through, the business owner calls the new lead that comes in, they don't answer, they're giving up on it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that could be a big reason why
Oh
follow up
yeah.
game matters. So like
It
a
does.
follow up game is probably more important than the initial contact.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like they say,
Like I literally
80%.
have somebody strictly dedicated to just that.
Yeah. I mean,
and
80%
and
of
that's
sales
probably
happen.
I'd say probably 80% of our sales come from the follow-up after the initial eval. And that's
Yeah.
after we've already talked to them or communicated with them at least 5 times,
Hmm.
but we'll say three at a minimum. So like in a
Hmm.
perfect world, that's at least 3 times of communication,
Yeah. Yeah.
like with actual someone. So it's,
Hmm.
when they first fill out the forms, we get the new contact, they're getting a call.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, they're getting a call, they're getting a text, and they're getting an email all at once. Like it's coming, it's all coming.
Hmm.
You've opened up a firestorm. Right? You're
Yeah.
getting text, you're getting emailed, you're getting called. Right.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
and sometimes people don't tend not to answer numbers they're not familiar with. Right. So
Yeah.
we're gonna drop you a voicemail. When we drop you the voicemail, we're following that up with another text. And
Hmm.
that's just off the initial
Hmm.
response. So that's 4 minimum right there off the initial, just because you clicked here you go.
Yeah.
That's at least 4 points of contact minimum right there.
Hmm.
And then from there, if we don't get a hold of them, we're going to call them, we're going to text them every day. Like in all reality, they're getting phone call, text, and the email every
Yeah.
day until they either answer the phone or they tell us to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. So let's just say best case scenario, new lead comes in, team reaches out to them, they answer the phone. right? They're going to answer the phone. Team's going to do what the team does of getting like, the important questions out of the way, see why what made them reach out for training, and
Hmm.
just kind of pre-qualify that lead, saying, hey, potentially this person's going to be a good fit for us,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
potentially we're a good fit for these people, right?
Hmm.
So say best case scenario, they answer the first time. They call, they talk, they have the phone consultation. Great. Phone consultation goes wonderful. Awesome. Now they set up a in-person evaluation where they meet with me. I meet the dog, see what's going on in person, see if we're actually going to be, a good fit. Just because,
Hmm.
yeah, I want all the business we can possibly get, but I also want to make sure that we're going to fit and we're going to coexist with one
Yeah, yeah.
another. Because if us as a trainer and the owner don't vibe, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
Like no
100%.
matter how much, there's going to be like whatever it may be. Like they'd
Yeah.
be like, I don't like guys with beards. Well, then I'm SOL, right? Like whatever it may be, we got to make sure we're all a good fit. So at a bare
Hmm.
minimum, they're having 3 points of actual communication with one of our team members.
Hmm.
That minimum,
Yeah.
and then just because, so say eval went fantastic, right? I literally presented, hey, I have the solution to your problems. Like I can fix your issues for you, right? And they love it, right? So let's just say, like, perfect client, right? Come in, good conversation. Dog is might be a nightmare, may not be a nightmare, whatever the case may be. But you know what? I want to do business with this person. I feel we're a good
Hmm.
fit. I know for a fact I have the solution that's going to fix your life with your dog.
Hmm.
Present it to him, show it to him, give him the whole, you know, jazz fingers or whatever the case may be. They love it. Now let's get down to the realness. Now, okay, cool. It's going to cost you X amount of money. What happens? Right then and there, everyone's like, oh, I love it. I can't afford it. Right?
Yeah.
It's going to happen. You're going to have some people that, here, take my checkbook right now. Like,
Hmm.
whatever the number is, I don't care. We all run across those people. We love those people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's be realistic. We live in the US. Majority of us can't just drop, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, whatever it's going to be for something that we don't really deem as something that's necessary,
Yeah.
you know? So that's where follow-up game comes into play, right? And
Yeah.
they're going to give you the runaround. Oh, like, or people that are like, yep, absolutely, I want to do it, but I don't get paid until, the first. Can you reach back out to me on the first, and we can do a deposit or whatever the case may be. Sure, absolutely, not a problem. What happens? The first comes, you call them, they ghost you. They ain't
Yeah.
answering. So you're
Hmm.
emailing, you're texting, you're calling, nothing, right?
Hmm.
A week goes by, nothing. 2 months goes by, nothing. All of a sudden, 6 months down the road, because you sent that random text again or email, puts you back in their thought, and they're like, hey, I'm ready to move forward now. Let's do it. And it's
Yeah.
like, awesome, fantastic, sounds great. Guess what? Prices have increased. We are no longer running that special that we were running 6 months ago. Okay. So awesome, but it's going to cost you another $500 or another
Yeah.
$200 or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
If it does, right? Because in all reality, as business owners, you're always going to be improving. You're
Yeah.
always going to be making changes, right? So
Hmm.
price today may not be the price tomorrow. Man, that's
Yeah.
a dime. I'm gonna have to steal. I'm gonna have to use that in a clothes. Look at that, right? But that's what happens, right? So the
Yeah.
following up with people, and it's annoying. It's absolutely annoying,
Hmm.
but you got to do it.
Yeah.
Or
100%.
you pay someone else to do it for you. That's the trick.
There we go. There we go.
But people don't see the growth aspect of it, and that
Hmm.
was me forever. Like I was that person.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only reason I moved past that was literally because I had 327 leads sitting there that I wasn't contacting.
Yeah.
you know, because if they weren't pre-booking for my calendar that I had available, I didn't have the time to just search. Oh, who filled out an application today? I didn't have that time,
Yeah.
so I
There,
wasn't doing it. So there was
mhm.
300 plus leads just sitting there collecting
Yeah.
dust, playing with the fairy angels or whatever it may be. Uh, so I had to figure it out, and I literally,
Mhm.
I remember talking to you like, "Yep, I got a problem." But I'm not reaching out to 99% of the people that have reached out because I
Yeah. Yeah.
can't, because I'm one person.
Yeah.
So,
And then
but
and the crazy thing too is like, there's a stat that is like there's a 391% increase in sales or in conversions if you contact a lead within the first 60 seconds. Like Alex Hormozy a few days ago did like a
yeah,
4.5 hour sales
yeah,
training, and then like he was like emphasizing the importance of that and why it's
yeah,
good to have one a person just dedicated to like just that.
yeah, no, absolutely. Right. But also you guys make it a little easy for people now, right? And our the CRM is phenomenal. So you can actually fix it to where if somebody reaches out to you and you miss that interaction for whatever reason, because let's just say you're working and you're not going to be able to always answer the phone or be there, right?
Hmm.
You step off to go get a cup of coffee, someone calls you, you missed it, right? You're not going to realize you missed that call or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
missed that message because there's other messages coming through, or the case may
Hmm.
be. Well, you could set it up in the CRM where, hey, if I do not respond within X amount of time frame, I need to send an automation. I need an automated
Yeah.
message sent to that individual that reached out. And it's
Hmm.
customized. So it's great. You don't even need to know that person reached out or know who they are or their name. But guess what? The automation picks up on it and they literally will respond with whatever the messages you want to respond to.
Hmm.
Like, oh, thank you for reaching out. Sorry we missed your, how can we help you?
Hmm.
By their name.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Technology. Technology is crazy.
And little things like that makes your life easier.
Hmm.
Because cool, I missed it, but guess what? Now the automation went. So people really don't half the time people realize it's like an automatic response, and half the time people don't. But
Hmm.
people will respond to it and they'll actually like have like a little conversation where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I was calling about, Fido. He just jumped on my grandma and he cut her arm with his nails, and it's a big concern. They start giving you information, and it's not even you. It's literally your automation that just responded, so they don't feel like like you're ignoring them.
Yeah.
So there you go. So guess what happens? Then you see it. Okay, no, this is actual message, and you can call them. You can respond back to them yourself or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
So it's a beautiful
No,
thing.
no, it is. It is. No, I love this yarn, this automation stuff. All
Yeah.
right. And then one last thing is like, what's one thing that you say to someone who's afraid to invest or doesn't believe that, we're legit?
Why would they not think you're legit? What's the reasoning?
Hmm.
All right. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea the same way that person's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, right? But
Hmm.
take a chance. You won't be disappointed
Hmm.
in our reality. But with that being said, you have to put the work in. It's
Hmm.
not just going to be, magic where you get all these leads and they book. That's not how it works. You gotta go through it. You got to go through the
Hmm.
sales process. You got to figure out who's qualified, who's not qualified, and it
Hmm.
takes it takes effort, and it's okay because it's worth it. So you either want it or you don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, but no, they're completely legit. They're not fake. I promise. I get it all. I get it all the time. Like even us, even we get it all the time.
Hmm.
Like we get it. Like people just for whatever reason will go on the ad and be like, it's spam. I'm not gonna pay money for fake. Like why would I be paying for this to be come across for
Yep.
no reason?
Yep.
Uh, like, do you realize how much effort goes into being able to do that? Like to get an ad out there? Like it's not easy.
Mm.
Uh if it was
Yeah.
easy, anybody could do it.
Hmm.
So but yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely not fake. Definitely not fake. For me, like they're not a typical just regular old ad agency where they take your money and leave them alone and here's your ads and that's it. They're constantly in communication. They're constantly trying to improve. They're constantly asking you for things that they need so they can do their job better. So, like I said earlier when we first started, it's not even you're not even an agency to me. You're literally a partner.
Hmm.
So, and that's how I feel. And it is what it is. Nobody can convince me otherwise.
Well, Josh, I appreciate your answering all the questions. I appreciate you doing this. And then, yeah, let's help you make that a million a year now, bro.